Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing well. I just felt like getting on here today to give you guys another update. I kind of told myself that I wasn't going to update until I had like good news. But I just want to continue to be real with you guys about this process because I feel like, it needs to be an honest account of how this is going. So you guys know, I think the last time I updated you, we were having issues getting the insurance policy for my surrogate, which was totally unnecessary and just negligent, basically, on behalf of my coordinator, who should have very much had this done. Basically, it took 6 weeks altogether to get the insurance information, and while that may sound shocking, it gets better. So apparently, my surrogate lost her job, which is very sad. They did like layoffs. She works for a really big retail company, and the company in general, as are a lot of retailers, are not doing well, so they're cutting a lot of jobs. So she was one of them, and she'd been there for a long time. But anyway, so apparently that had happened about 2 to 3 weeks into when I had asked, 2 weeks I think, into when I had asked for when we needed the insurance, like after I had requested the insurance information. Apparently that happened. And not only did our coordinator not tell us, but she continued to pretend like she was getting the insurance. Oh, it's just taking I don't know why it's taking so long. As I'm asking for updates, that's what she's telling me, that it's, she doesn't know why it's taking so long and blah, blah, blah. During this process too, I had requested, there's like an insurance advisor or whatever that I sent the insurance stuff over to, which I think that's where I told you guys in my last video, is that I sent everything over to the insurance advisor. Okay, so the same day the day after I sent it over, the coordinator contacted me and said, oh, Georgia lost her job, but the insurance policy that I sent you is one that she got through Marketplace, which is basically like Obamacare here in America. I don't know if everyone's from America who watches me, but it's like an insurance that you can get for very, very cheap or for free, depending on how much you make. And basically, that was the policy that she had sent over, and that's a very common policy among surrogates, and that it's pretty much all good. You know what I mean? There is no special surrogacy policy. It's just, it would be like a normal pregnancy, is what she's telling me. And I'm like, so confused, because why have you submitted a policy to me that she got after she lost her job, before you're even telling me that she lost her job? Like, how has she not only lost her job, but gone through a whole process of getting insurance on her own, which I know can take some time, and gotten it to you, and then you've submitted it to me, and I've submitted it to someone else to review, and now I'm being told that she lost her job? Like, you would think that I would have gotten an old insurance policy, because when she did give me the insurance policy, she made it sound like, oh, it's finally in from her job, we finally got it from HR or whatever. But it's the one that she got after the fact. So that seemed weird. But at this point, I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm just glad we have an insurance policy. And she did get a new job, like, apparently right away, is what I was told. And so I'm like, because I know that if she loses her job, we don't pay her bills. So she may not want to be a surrogate anymore. If she can't afford life expenses, the last thing she wants is the stress of carrying a baby, which I totally understand. So my initial thought was like, crap, we just lost, all this work that we've put into this girl, and we love her, and, so also I was thinking, like, that sucks for her. She's a single mom to a little girl, like, and I know she really wanted this as much as we do, and I know she could use it. So that was, I had that thought as well. But anyway, so I contacted the insurance representative again, and I was like, like after I found out that she'd lost her job, and after I found out that this was not a work policy, that this was like a different type of insurance policy. So I contacted him and I was like, hey, all of, I like updated him, and he was like, oh yeah, Linda told me a couple weeks ago that she lost her job. So apparently what happened was she lost her job, and they were not going to tell me either until she found a new job, which whatever, I mean, or just hope I would have never known, like if I, like, hopefully that would have never come up or something. The only reason I think she ended up telling me is because her new hourly rate is different. So if we have to pay her lost wages, it had to be a different amount because it's no longer the same as at her old job. So I think we would have just kind of swept that under the rug and not told me, which once again, I don't care if she, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like trying to get mad at anybody or mad at our surrogate if something happens. We just want to know what's going on for once. We want someone to come to us and tell us what's going on without us having to track them down. Like, wouldn't that be great? So apparently, like I said, he knew long before I knew that the insurance, or that she, lost her job. But no one was going to tell us. And since after she told him, she was still telling me, oh, we haven't gotten that policy back yet. Like, I don't know what's going on at her company and blah, blah, blah. And so that seemed really off, obviously. But once again, I feel really stuck because the alternative, like, there is no one else at this. I think I've explained that. There is no other coordinator at this company. It's her company. And it was recommended by our fertility clinic, and I trust our fertility clinic. They've been nothing but wonderful to us, and why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I trust somebody whose job this is? And like I said, you pay all the money, like a bunch of money up front for them to, it's like a finder's fee, or for them to go find a surrogate for you, a matching fee is I think what they call it. And so it's so easy for people to be like, just go to a different one. Can you go to a different agency? Can you report her? No, not in the middle of this process. I can't, because I'll lose all the progress we've made so far. And with how close we are, that's so scary to me. I still like this girl. I still think she's meant to carry our kid, but I hate that this is how it's going. And so basically, I talked to the insurance man about the new policy, and he was like, yeah, this one's fine. It covers everything within network. So as long as she doesn't have to go to an out of network, whatever doctor, then it'll all be covered. There's like really cheap copays. I think they're like $5. And then like specialists are like $25. Like, I mean, it's great, and the premium for her is like real cheap too, which is good, because we're not on the hook to pay for it, I guess. We are getting her short-term disability as well, and we have to get her life insurance, of course. And so, but I talked to him and he was like, yeah, all these policies are great. Like, it's going to be good. And that was, okay, so today is Tuesday. That was not last Friday, but the Friday before that. So, it's been a long time since, I submitted the request again to, have a short-term disability plan drawn up, because these are still things that need to be done. They take a little bit of time to go into effect after you sign up for them. So, and I want all this done so everybody can have peace of mind. If something happens with her or she, whatever, I want her to know that everything is covered, and that we all have this in place. So once again, we're waiting on our coordinator to fill out forms that to get the short-term disability and to get a quote for life insurance. All we're waiting is for her to fill out forms, because it has to go through her, because she's the coordinator. Remember, this is her job. Although you'd think that we're forcing her to do all of this. Anyway, so my doorbell just rang. Hopefully that's nobody. I'm not answering it anyway. So basically, we're still waiting. We're waiting on what? Okay, so all that aside, like, that can be done kind of simultaneously to other things. We both signed the contract, because once we got the info, that's all we were waiting for in this contract, was just the name of the insurance policy and what that looked like. Like, literally that was it. And if we were going to get out of pocket, or if we had to pay out of pocket or not. Like, we didn't care which one it was. We just needed to put it in the contract. We were literally just waiting on that verbiage, and that took a month and a half so that we could just sign the contracts and start, because everything else we had gone back and forth, and we had, made big decisions and had to kind of, negotiate decisions in that. And those were the hard parts. You'd think that would be the hard part. No, apparently the hard part is just writing down insurance information. And so both parties signed that contract last Monday. Like, both contracts were submitted and signed last Monday. So since last Monday, it is now Tuesday of the following week. That's 8 days. The coordinator, again, all she has to do is type up an email that says, contracts are signed, okay to proceed, to my fertility clinic, and they can call Georgia and tell her to start the medication. She still hasn't done that. It's been 8 days. I followed up, and she says, oh, I'll check into it. Like it's some outside control, like that she has nothing to do with, but it is directly her job. So I don't know where we are from here. I don't know what we're waiting on. I don't know. We set up our escrow account. That's done. The money's in there. Like, that had to be done within a week of contract signing. So I did my part because that was last Monday. And that was done by Thursday. So that's all set. I have paid the fertility clinic to thaw our embryos when it's time. That's a lot of money. That's $9,000 for, that also pays for the transfer when it's time. We've prepaid all of that because you have to, so that you can't, they can't like take the embryos back out if you don't pay, so we're done. Everything is done. As far as I know, Georgia is also ready. I mean, she's got all the medication. What else is there? We're literally waiting on one woman to send one email. That's it. And it makes me feel crazy. Like, I feel like I'm the crazy one. Am I irrational for wanting this to be done in a timely manner? Like, if you have too many other things going on, let us know so that we don't have to do this. You know what I mean? All we want is communication, and we haven't had any from the start, and it's been really frustrating. And luckily I've made a lot of friends since starting my channel, and I've gotten a lot of information that has helped me realize what is normal and abnormal, because I've never done this. And despite the way our coordinator is treating the situation, like I should know everything, and I should manage it, right? I don't know everything. I don't know anything, I've done IVF myself, but we're not even there yet. And so I don't know. I wish I had a better update. I'm getting frustrated. I've been frustrated, but I'm getting worn down, and I'm still feeling the same sense of like a low morale, I guess. And it's affecting a lot of my life, obviously. I mean, this is a big deal. It's a very anxious situation, being so close to either finding out if you are going to celebrate having more children or grieve the embryos that you've made. And then closing that door in your life. Like, there's so much stress behind it, and we're so ready to just know, and it's hard to trust timing when it doesn't feel like people want to do their job to make it happen, Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys continuing to watch this. I hope that you hear something else from me soon that's a little more positive than what my last few videos have been, but I just want to maintain honesty and openness with you guys. And I guess I will talk to you guys in the comments, I hope, and I hope you hear from me soon with a better update. Thanks again for watching. Bye.